What's good, YouTube? It's Dog Fan here, bringing you a quick deck profile for Anti-Meta Stun for 2021. So right now the format has kind of been defined with the best 3 to 4 actual meta decks. Of course, Drytron, Dino variants, in addition to that, Virtual World and Eldek variants. So those are kind of the meta decks right now that are going to take shape going into 2021. So I kind of built this budget variant of Anti-Meta Stun. Most of these cards, and not all of them, are under $5, so really easy to actually make the deck, not that expensive. I'm not playing impermanence, not playing extravagance, obviously, because those cards are over 20 or around the $20 actual range. So I'm going to jump right into it. So with that said, please keep in mind, disclaimer alert, this is kind of a going first actual deck, control deck. There are some aspects that I build into it that kind of give you an actual ability to play second as well. But of course, the meta just changes very frequently, so keep in mind what actually is going to go first or second. With that said, of course, the side deck will take care of that as well. So we're going to jump right into it. That's why you're here watching this video. If you're not yet subscribed, please go ahead and do so. Support the channel and turn on those notifications because anything helps. So with that said, of course, the best actual stun monster ever right now is Inspector Boarder. We all know this guy. 2000 attack, 2000 defense. Basically just shut down any actual effects happening in the graveyard, hand, or field if you don't control any of the actual types that are needed to actually activate one of those effects. So an amazing card, a very control variant. Fossil Dino Legacy stun card, of course. I can't really say more about this card that hasn't been explained. For some reason, people forget about the flip effect that it destroys all special summon monsters once it actually flips. So keep that in mind if you're playing against this deck. Anything that's going to set, it's most likely going to be a Fossil Dino. And the main reason why you're actually watching this video is because of this beautiful card, Allied Justice Quarantine. So for those of you that don't know what this card does, really simple, one sentence: neither player can special summon light monsters. So pretty simple. It shuts down Drytron, it shuts down Eldek variants, it shuts down Invoked variants. Very straightforward card. A better Fossil Dino against light special summon monsters. So an amazing card. When I saw this card, I was like, wow, this is going to be an amazing card against Drytron. So really good, very underrated right now. In addition to that, to round out the monster count, 10 and 11. So we have Guiding Ariadne. So for those of you that don't know, it's a scale 3. Just basically you don't pay to activate counter traps that require you to actually activate with actual life point counts. So really good. And then of course the monster effect is, I'll read it out loud. If this card is destroyed by a battle or a card effect, you can reveal 3 counter traps from your deck. Your opponent chooses one for you to add to your hand and shuffle the rest back into your deck. So an amazing card, of course. I am playing a lot of counter traps, so I'll go ahead and explain those right now. Moving to spells, 2 Necro Valley. People, I don't understand why it hasn't been played in Anti-Meta or Stun, or it's not see as much play as I wanted to. Necro Valley is just an amazing card. Just shuts down the graveyard. Nothing can be moved from the graveyard. It's just an amazing overall card going first. Really good. It stuns your opponent basically what the deck is. Your opponent kind of forgets about this card and they make a lot of mistakes. So draw power, 2 Pot of Desires, of course. 2 Duality to get into your actual key cards. Card of Demise, it's at 1 for a reason. 1 Regeki, obviously for going for second to give you an actual play. Moon Mirror Shield to get over those big monsters your opponent's going to put up against you. So trap cards, there's a lot of trap cards, so stay tuned with this. 3 Crackdown. 3 Crackdown is obviously the best, a Snatch Steal version obviously right now, so an amazing card. 3 that can only be 1. Obviously disrupting your opponent is really key right now. So an amazing continuous trap card. Amazing. 2 Mirror Force to disrupt those battle phases. Of course, people don't really see this coming, which is an amazing card. 3 Solemn Judgment, counter traps because we need our cards to survive. In addition to that, we have 3 Solemn Strike, because there's a lot of presence in the hand right now with Drytron especially. So I think Solemn Strike is going to give you that advantage. 2 Solemn Warning as well. More counter traps just to negate anything that poses a threat to you. 2 Dogmatic Punishment, an amazing card and a great addition to stun. Just destroying anything, and then of course sending the actual Natis to destroy another card is an amazing disruptor. 2 Storming Mirror Force because we needed an actual way to get rid of your opponent's field without destruction, so this was the best card for that. 2 Phantom Knight's Wings to actually Protect your monsters from destruction the first time they would be destroyed, and the 500 attack boost is permanent, so amazing card. And then Imperial Order, the reason I'm playing just 10 spells, so keep that in mind. This is a 43 card version of stun right now, budget. The reason I put 43 is because part of desires is just I've had bad experiences where I banish a lot of my deck at 40 and I lose those games, so I just wanted an actual bump it up a little bit where I'm actually seeing them and not actually worrying about decking out or actually life point count or a lot of things for the most part. So that's the actual main deck. Extra deck, so drill driver to steal with those crackdowns to basically overlay them into them, or whenever you need to go into your XYZs into rank 4s, you can also do that. So you have tape here, Tornado Dragon, Abyss Dweller, a Cowboy, Time Thief, Redoer, the Cyber Dragon Nova package against those Dogmatica players that play Maximus. So your opponent has Maximus, they send 2, you can send this, and then an Atis, and then I'll explain this right now. So Nightmare Phoenix, Nightmare Cerberus, Swordsman, best genetic rank 2, 2300 attack is amazing. Link Karibo against Lost World Dino variants, so you can just keep recycling with that token, so keep that in mind. You need Link Karibo. So like I mentioned, Cyber Dragon Nova, you send this and you would actually summon a Barbaroid because it's a machine. People don't, for some reason, don't know about this or forget about it. 4,000 attack, 4,000 beater is just an amazing, and negates any monster effect that destroyed in that turn. So amazing. And of course the Natis to send off Maximus, so you would send a Natis, a Nova, and then you trigger this, and you can trigger that. And then Chimeric Fortress Dragon for any random Cyber Dragon Nova or Infinity players or Cyber Dragons in general. So that's the extra deck, pretty straightforward. Side deck, Pankratops, amazing card, obviously. Psycho Reader against Drytron, a quick effect, banish 2 light monsters from your opponent's graveyard. Tuner, an amazing card, machine, it's just, it does a lot. 2 Banish of the Radiance, going first, of course, against any graveyard variant of any deck. 2 Cosmic Cyclone against Mystic Mind, because that deck is still a thing. 2 Forbidden Chalice, going second, we need some negation. Again, destroying actual spells and traps. Duster, Dark Hole for another Disruptor, going second. Dimensional Barrier against Virtual World, calling Synchro. And then, of course, Drytron calling Ritual. And then same thing with Drytron going against Anti-Spell Fragrance. You open up going first. So that's basically it, guys. Anything else, leave it in the comments down below how we can make this budget a lot more efficient, or any other tech choices that you feel are relevant for this format. I would really appreciate it. So if you're obviously actually watching this video, like I mentioned, 95% of you have not subscribed to this channel, which is kind of crazy and mind-blowing. So go ahead, subscribe, like, turn on those notifications, leave some comments down below. I'm always trying to make this actual channel better, more efficient. And then of course, if you like any of these cards, like I mentioned, if you don't own anything, especially the Cycle Readers, feel free to actually use my TCG player link below. Anything helps to support the channel, I would really appreciate it. And then until next time, guys, keep it 8,000. Peace.